She had a full week of like our program and she trained a couple times. I think she'll race really good today.
So Riley did a good job with her.
Riley's been really rubbing, and my friend Scott Havershaw, he works with her and he's done a really good job too. So.
Awesome. And long shot of the day. You know what? I'm digging deep in this long shot category. I was looking through everything and thinking, what am I going to do? And in the 10th race, I just saw a horse that just struck me. I don't know why, but Kieran. Actually, you're driving.
Yeah.
Kieran. I like Kieran in that race. I was looking at it and thought, you know what? Kieran's got a good shot. He seems to be solid, and he's very consistent. I think Kieran has a shot to upset everybody in the 10th race. It's a tough race, but I think Kieran is your long shot of the day.
Yeah, see, on that race I had 2 or 3 different choices, and I've never drove for Albert Smith, and he's a nice guy around the paddock, and I've raced against horses that can really leave. I like this horse. Now, I've never drove it before, but that might help me. Sometimes, just like I said about Al Cullen earlier, the first time Cully, you could bet him. So hopefully I can give a little bit of that, and I kind of like that horse in there.
Perfect.
Good post position.
Yes.
And the more I look at the race too, like the 59-1, that wasn't a bad clip over Clinton last time.
Yep.
Well, I think I almost kind of have the rail to a point. Like I don't think the one will really press, so kind of I'm gonna be up near the front there, I think.
Nathan, who's your long shot of the day?
My long shot came in the 5th race, a John Cowan special, 24K. I thought raced well last week. Second, obviously Squadron Silver, one you drove, was an easy winner in there.
See, I think you're right, Nate. See, the way it qualified, it really didn't qualify very impressively. But last week off the gate, he had to let me go.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stayed within, 9, and he improved a lot.
And I thought he
week to
raced well last week. And
so if he gets that same improvement, he might be right there.
And kind of the trip that could braven him up. And more I looked at this race, this is a pretty soft bunch. So if the same trip is there, and I think could get a piece of the action in here.
I know that race. I picked Sassenbach because if Donnie wants to move that horse out of the class, Donnie will move the horse out
Now,
of
I
the class.
drove 2 for Paul Coulter at Wednesday at Grand River, and the one win and the other one was 4th. It locked in good. So he might have his horses good right now. And I've never drove this horse either, but he's a good trainer, Paul.
And more you look at that last time, first start off the bench, and some horses might take a start or two. So,
But it'll either work either way. So.
Now, so you're talking, Scotty, that last night wasn't a great night for you at the racetrack.
No, I didn't have a good night last night.
we're in the same boat.
But I was saying to Gary, I said the biggest thing, even when you have a bad night, you can almost take something out of it and say, I got to not worry about it or not take one race to the next, which I didn't do very well. But, next time you can always do better.
Just like in golf.
Yes.
Right? You hit that bad drive, you can come back, and second shot's the most important. Your next shot's the most important.
Well, like you said, every next shot, yeah.
As we get ready to roll here for today's card of racing, now we've got Scotty Ray in here, ask him a few questions. But first of all, I want to know your hero in harness racing. Who's it been through your life? Who's been, I'm going to say it's your father.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's your dad for sure, Jack
he
Ray.
is, yeah.
But other than your dad, let's put him aside. Let's put somebody else up on who you've loved and you've kind of followed the career and
That's
kind of
a really
emulate.
good question, and I can answer that it's tough for me to pinpoint a guy, but really every guy that I kind of look up to, you can learn a little bit from them. Now, my favorite all-time driver, man, that's a tough one. I always like Cully.
Yeah.
Cully.
He could get him to go.
And watching the big races, obviously, my dad was always friends with John Campbell and said he was a class act. And remember, my dad got sick, and John Campbell called my phone, and I talked to him for 20 minutes. And obviously, he was patient. He let the race come to him. He never had to, started out with an idea. He raced the race.
Yeah.
He never had a conception or whatever. So I like him, obviously.
Yeah,
Class act.
Gretzky, right? The Gretzky of harness racing. Johnny Campbell Jr. was definitely one of the nicest guys. You said class guy.
Yeah.
I know that any time that we've called him for anything at Dresden Raceway, he's been like, "Hey, Gary."
And I never really knew him, and he called me out of the blue over that. He's the man.
And Nathan, you chime in with any questions too. So I'm going to fire some questions at Scotty here about here at Dresden Raceway, our drivers' colony. We're going to talk about them. Either Scott's going to get absolutely torn up down the backstretch, or everybody's going to be laughing their butt off. So who knows? We're going to find out who's the funniest guy back other than you. Who's the funniest guy back in the paddock?
Ryan Drosh.
Ryan Drosh?
Yeah, he's the funniest looking guy. No, he's funny. He's funny.
And what about the calmest and coolest? People are just, it doesn't bother them, nothing bothers them. Who's that?
Oh,
It's gonna be
At
Andy
Dresden Raceway.
At
Yeah,
Dresden
Andy Moore.
Raceway, yeah.
He don't give a crap for nothing. Yeah.
I don't, even my mom rattles him.
Yeah, I would say Andy Moore. Yeah.
And then and who's the other one? Who's the hothead that's that they might fly off the handle other than that they might
I get a kick out of, and I respect him, and I love racing with him because he's tough to race with. Is Donnie.
yeah, oh yeah.
And me and Donnie will have our odd little thing, just kind of make sure we're still living, getting the odd fight, and then 5 minutes later everything's cool. So
He's funny too. He's
can get
hilarious.
mad.
That guy makes me laugh. He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
But he's very serious in the race, so
Yeah.
he's not making it up. It's serious.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's money,
yeah.
right? You're racing for
Well,
money.
it's pride too.
Yeah,
Gary.
true, yeah.
So if you can't. To me, sometimes I don't even think of the money. I raced one the other night, win the preferred at Grand River, and I got say $300, and I said I have paid $300 to race that horse.
That's great. That's when you have that. Who's your favorite horse to here at Dresden? Here at
Dresden? I like to read the proposal some
Yep.
nights here at Dresden because he can leave, and as long as you leave in control, he'll race through the finish. And he went in 56. That's a big mile, Gary.
Oh, huge.
When I was younger, when I used to come here, I've been coming here since I was about 3 years old, playing in those big sand
I remember
hills
those
and all
things.
this. And I never remembered 56.
No.
Did you? What's the track record here?
for track record is 53-4 now.
Wow, okay.
That
It was
was
set
also
last
the
year.
70s.
It was set last year, but before that, Dave Wall had a horse called the Brat. I think it was 1986, paced in 56-4 over here. Then Must Be Matt, paced in
I
54
remember
and
that
1.
horse. Who had? It was a.
Joe Santarosa
remember
and Must Be Matt winning 54 and 1 here.
That's a big mile.
Yeah, you know what? It's huge.
Yeah, whew.
And then for fillies and mares, I think it's
The
Umbro
track's been
One.
lightning fast this year. They've done a good job with
Yeah,
it.
Danny's done a good job. He keeps a really consistent surface, and he tries, and he is a horse guy, so he knows. He's a good worker.
Always does. Now I'm gonna tell a story here. So, when it comes to handicapping, a lot of people say, "Oh, they want tips from the drivers and stuff like that." Well, you know what? I'll tell you. I was in Florida one time, and Kevin Wallace marked a book for me, and he's probably one of the best drivers ever to come out of Canada.
Yeah.
And the worst handicapper. He was horrible. That book he marked for me. He marked me a book the second night. Same thing. It was like, so I stopped betting him because I said, no, I went my own and made my own money.
You tell me, I'll do the
Now,
opposite.
who's the worst handicapper back there? Who's the best handicapper?
I'll tell you, maybe the worst, but it works really well for him. Is Gary. he just goes and he just races.
Yep.
You don't look. See me, sometimes I overlook. Oh, this, and then you race, and then whatever. Garrett, he just go races, and it seems to really work for him.
Yeah, I guess it does. He's got
No,
24 wins this year.
he's a good guy too.
Nathan, you have any questions for Scotty here that you want to go on? Nothing about your own horses, and if he didn't pull at the right time or anything, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, your favorite driving style? I know, is it the lead? I know you like to put horses on the engine quite a bit.
Yeah. See, to me, really, Nate, I just want to race for the race, and I want to put the horse on the gate and give it every chance. Sometimes if you're coming, even if you're a little late to the gate, you've used your horse more. So put him on the gate, look to your left, and if you can go, and if you can't, don't go. But I like the lead.
Yeah. Oh, we know that.
Yeah.
Now, Scotty, what's the biggest race you've ever won?
The biggest race I ever won was on my birthday, and it was going for $100,000, and me and my dad's horse, and we win by like 10 lengths. And when I come in, they had an interview at Mohawk, and I was so happy. It was tough, to almost talk.
Yeah.
And my dad was happy, and me and my dad bought the horse from the yearling sale, and it was awesome.
What was the name of that horse
Sorceress
again?
Sealster. I think she won 3 golds that year.
Oh, wow.
And it was pretty cool.
I remember watching that race. It
And
was
the
a pretty
biggest
cool-
race I ever
pretty
was
cool
in,
moment.
I raced against Manchego in Atlanta
Yeah.
in Casual Breeze, and I was third. So I was third in the Grand Circuit race, so it was pretty cool.
And so now what's the biggest race, what's the one race that you would love to drive in, you'd love to get a drive in North America?
Well, I got the Kenny Houston Memorial out of the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't
it's
I?
out.
So, obviously the Hambletonian.
Yep.
For a guy that loves trotters, and me and my dad, we think that might be our niche in training. So if we could ever get something like that, obviously that would be the top.
I think would be a cool race for him to win the Camelot Classic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know that.
Yeah.
that'd be
Next year.
hard on my body, I think.
Now, so tell me again about Dresden Raceway. You know what? Small tracks, how important are small tracks like Dresden to the grand scheme of things? We think they're important. We think it's like the minor leagues.
Yep.
for the horses to move up. Now, tell me what you think as a driver and as a horseman, a trainer, and everything. What do you think is most important about small tracks?
Well, I look at a place like Dresden, and I've come since I was young, and a guy like me who started driving, I would never have had a chance to get any better if I just was, say, getting 2 or 3 drives a night at Western Fair. Here you get in 10 races, and as long as you take it as a thing where you're trying to improve every race, you can learn here. And also, it's a good place for the fans to come. I know Gary, when I think of Dresden, I think of you and Nathan, and you guys do a good job. And, I just want to be, if you guys are going to put that much effort in, I want to put effort in too. So,
you know what? It's all about being here for the people and make sure that they're here having fun. And you know what, folks? And one of the reasons we got Scotty in here, just so you can see a personality, what these guys are like. And Scotty's pretty much, I was a regular guy. I was going to say normal guy, but he's not normal. We all know that. Right?
Anyone who does this ain't real normal.
And he was a goaltender. When you played goal,
yeah, I
you were a
was
goalie?
telling Gary that earlier. He said there's no normal goaltender.
No,
so.
man. And so we got to go into this now. Let's go. We got a couple more minutes. What's your favorite hockey team?
The Leafs.
Okay, good
Oh
Leafs.
boy, I need to
But
move
really,
my
I'll
chair
tell you,
over.
my favorite sport is baseball. So I was a Blue Jay fan. So last night we watched the Jays right to the end, and they've had a tough go lately, Gary.
I know,
But they
they've
have
been
a lot
out
of
there on the
guys
West
on the
Coast.
team who they're talented, but they're not gamers.
Yeah.
Like they're getting picked off first or this, and you're going, wow, I just slid head first or tried. And they don't have a lot of effort, some of their guys, but
Me being a Yankees fan, I'm just smiling the whole
they're
time
good,
right now,
Gary.
right? So
They never get out easy. They battle hard, the Yankees.
and they're
Correct
having
that.
fun.
Yeah.
You know what? That's so big.
And Judge.
They're having fun. But you know what? It makes so important. Like last year, they had a great talent, but it looked like they're grabbing the bat too tight. They weren't having as fun. This year, they're having fun, and they're out there as a team, and that makes so much difference.
And they got good late relief pitching.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They're
It's
just
huge.
off when you get to the late innings.
It's
so.
huge. It's that's
And our
you
team
need
doesn't
it.
have that.
Nope. And they'll work on it. They've got Jay's got a good
Well, at
team.
least you ain't a Tigers fan.
Oh, I don't really.
Hey, they won
I'm
7
not a
of 8.
baseball expert.
Did he?
Tigers have
Okay,
won
okay.
7
That's
of
who you
8.
want me to cheer for. I'll cheer for them.
Tigers, okay.
But so you know what? That's the same with driving. Imagine you go out and have fun and make it a great day.
Well, see, I played a lot of baseball in my life, and I always equate driving to baseball. Well, this here, and then, that's how it is in that. And,
Yeah.
it's just all sports are pretty much the same, so.
Well, Scotty, thanks a lot for taking a few minutes
Yeah.
out of your day. I know you got to get back there and get in the
Yeah.
paddock, and you probably.
I got to get game face
Oh yeah,
up here.
you got one warmed
I
up
gotta win
already,
this
but
first race,
yeah,
okay.
you're in there in that first
right.
race. My best bet because he's got to.
I haven't picked
gotta
two,
take
so
this.
the pressure's on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Scott Ray, Nathan Bain will be back. We've got post time in just 18 minutes away. First race features exactor, triactor, and daily double wagering. And Okie Healy in the first is our best bet. So go get them and make some money today. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, now on the racetrack, parading in front of the grandstand, horse and drivers for today's first race. Race 1. Non-winners of $10,000. Fillies and mares, $12,500 to race lifetime. Non-winners of race draw inside. Exacta Tractor Daily Double Wagering available. Shoppers Drug Mart Trot, $4,800 up for grabs. I want to Chase and Jaden. By Jeff O'Brien, Eldon Carroll Wetlaufer, Pam Baum, Jeff O'Brien in the bike and trains. AJ Titan is 2. Mike Hamlin of Essex is the owner trainer. Anthony Hamlin drives. Scoring from post 3, Holly Road. Fred Freer of Petrolia is the owner and trainer. Jonathan Hahn in the bike. 4, Kilmartin Passion, owned by Betty Ann McKinnon of Glencoe. Ashley Duford, the trainer. Dennis Duford, the driver. Riding out the field is number 5, Okie Healy, owned and trained by Jack Ray of London. Scotty Ray in the bike. Folks, 5 minutes wagering time for the first race trotters, just 5.
Good afternoon, racing fans. I'm your trackside host, Nathan Bain. We have plenty of draws coming your way all afternoon. Don't forget to enter the draws. Find the ballot on the front of your race program. Put your name and tear it out and put that in at the promos table. So it's Cowboy and Cowgirls Day here at Dresden Raceway. So we have extra draws for you all afternoon long. It's going to be a great day of racing. I'll be back with you after the first.
Two minutes wagering time, 2 minutes for the first race trotters, just 2. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you betting in the back booth, just want to let you know the booth on the back stretch over by the track kitchen is temporarily out of service for the first couple of races. Vandals cut the wiring, and they're trying to get it rewired right now. Vandals cut the wiring to the backstretch betting booth. So if you can need to wager, come on up front, and we'll definitely be glad to take your wager up here. We'll let you know when it is operational. Thank you. Scoring is now complete. Trotters for the first race behind the gate. One is Chase and Jaden, Jeff O'Brien. 2, AJ Titan, Anthony Hamlin. Holly Road is 3, Jonathan On. 4, Kilmartin Passion, Dennis Duford. And 5, Okie Healy and Scott Ray. First race Trotters on their way to the start. Here they come. There they go. They're off and trotting. Out for the early lead is Chase and Jaden leading the way. Racing second is AJ Titan. Back for third. As they head down the backside is Holly Road. Then it's Okie Healy and Kilmartin Passion. They trot down to the first quarter. Jason Jaden and Jeff O'Brien lead the way. Trotting second as they move down to that opening station, AJ Titan. Kilmartin Passion in third. In fourth, Okie Healy. Back for fifth is Kilmartin Passion. They move past that first destination. Jason Jaden take the field pass there for Jeff O'Brien in 31 seconds flat. In second, AJ Titan. Holly Road getting a great trip in third. Okie Healy is fourth. And fifth is Kilmartin Passion as they come off the top turn down to the half-mile marker. Your leader is Chase and Jaden. Jeff O'Brien. In second, to the outside of the racetrack, comes AJ Titan. In third, at the pylons is Holly Road. Fourth on the outside of the track is Okie Healy, finding some cover as they come to the half-mile station. They hit the half now in 1:02 and 4. On the outside of the racetrack, trying to stick a nose in front is AJ Titan. Chase and Jaden battling back. Okie Healy second over with some trot in third. Fourth now is Holly Road as they move down toward three quarters. Your leader is AJ Titan now for Anthony Hamlin. In second on the outside, 3 wide, goes Okie Healy. And third, Chase and Jaden as they move down to three quarters. Popping out now is Holly Road. And then it's Kilmartin Passion. Three quarters is reached now as they roll past there in 1:33 and 3. AJ Titan of the pylons. On the outside, Okie Healy sticks a nose in front. In third, Holly Road as they come off that top turn. Okie Healy now a half-length lead as they turn for home. AJ Titan is second, but battling back. It's Okie Healy as they come down for home. AJ Titan is second, trotting in third. Holly Road, but right down to the wire. It's Okie Healy and Scott Ray getting the job done. AJ Titan second, Holly Road in third. Ladies and gentlemen, now trackside, the winner of the first race, number 5, Okie Healy, a 3-year-old brown filly by Tisogno Dream. Out of the Here Comes Herbie mare, Phoenix School. Jack Ray of London is the owner and a trainer. Scotty Ray in the bike. A time of 2:03 flat. New lifetime mark for number 5, Okie Healy. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual price is now for the first race. Okie Healy returns at 230, 210, 210 across the board. AJ Titan at 250, 210. 3 Holly Road, 270 to show. 5-2 Exactor, $5.60. And the $2 Triactor, 5-2-3 pays $25.80. Rundown for the first race. 1, Chase and Jaden was fourth. The 2, AJ Titan second. 3, Holly Road third. 4, Kilmartin Passion fifth. And 5, Okie Healy the winner. Top down 4-2-3, 5-1. Fractions. 31 seconds to the quarter, half mile, 102 and 4, 3/4, 133 and 3, time of the mile, 2:03 flat. Upcoming second race, there are no changes. Horses and drivers will go postward in 12 minutes. 12 minutes for the second race, featuring Exactor, Triactor, Wagering. Second race, brought to you by the Track Kitchen.
The racing fans, we have got our first draw winners of the afternoon, and we got Mary Randall and Deb or Al McFadden. Deb or Al McFadden, if you guys come on down to the promos table and receive your prizes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the announcer's booth as we get ready to go for our selections for race number 2. And in this race, it's going to be a good race. I really like Scottish Cheddar. And the class change, short field, that's going to help. Golden Leader, you know what? The better post, and she's ready to pop. Golden Leader's ready to go. Golden Leader could reverse this race and could come home with the gold here in race number 2. And Rosella, good speed, talented driver. I'm thinking Rosella's going to be part of this as well. So I like the 5, 3, 4 in the upcoming second race. And that's my pick for race number 2. Nathan, what are you thinking in the second race?
We're kind of on a different page here, and obviously it was an easy one in the first. Okie Healy, easiest of winners. But I got to go with Style Snapshot here now. Garrett Rooney back on board, and Garrett can't do anything wrong at this track this season, so I think this one could be pointed to the lead. And had some luck. Last time Garrett was on, finished second. The couple before was a winner at this level, so they're teaming up here again, and it could end up in a victory. First second, I went to the 5, Scottish Cheddar, and this mare has been exceptional all season long here for Rob Doyle. Post 5, not a concern. She can kind of leave, come off the pace a little bit, and just an overall nice mare that can do it all. And I think she could be a top 2 player, and I was really torn between her and Style Snapshot. So if I could put them both on top, I would have. That's just how competitive these two should be. Then I went to the 4, Rosella, for third. Last couple of starts, not her normal self, but I think she meets much easier here. Dan Clement's back on for trainer Daryl Laver, and I think she's just getting major class relief in here in Rosella. When she's on her game, she can be a very tough mare to beat, so I wouldn't leave her out of the try here. And then the last one to touch on, Golden Leader, now getting Scott Ray in the bike. So Scott Ray looking to take today's early daily double. And I think Golden Leader, if she gets the right trip, she could be in for a good trip, but she's one I would want to chase some value on if I was going to play her. So I'll stick to Style Snapshot and Scottish Cheddar as the 2 main players in here. Good luck with your selections. They'll be on post break next. Stand by.
Thanks, Nathan. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got some great things happening here next week. The Ontario Women's Driver Challenge is ready to go. The championship is next week here. It starts on Saturday at Hanover Raceway. And it's going to be a great day at Hanover Raceway. So if you can make your way up there, what a great track, a great trip up to Hanover. Go see the gang up there, and boy, they treat you well. So in participating next week, we've got Mary Claude Auger, Natasha Day, she's the returning champion, the reigning champ, Mario Lenberg, Pam Forgy, Samara Johnson, Maggie Jones. We've got Deb O'Brien Moran, Julie Walker, and our own Brittany Kennedy will be here on next Sunday. And it's the Ontario Women's Driving Championship, and it's going to be a great one. So we've got the schedule looks like this. Hanover Raceway Saturday. We're here on Sunday. Then Grand River Raceway, August the 12th. Leamington Raceway on September 25th. And the Raceway at Western Fair, Friday, October 14th. It's going to be definitely a great one. And these drivers, they'll do a great job. Now on the racetrack, parading in front of the grandstand, horse and drivers for race number 2. Fillies and mares. Non-winners of 1,500 last 3. Winners over 2,500 last 5 not eligible. Some 8,500 claimers in here as well. And one as faithful as Nola. Check Andy Moore on the bike for owner-trainer Ernest Nucio of Windsor. 2 Style Snapshot. Greg Price of Wheatley is the owner, along with Dominic DeSantis of Windsor, Tom Jacobs of Kingsville. Greg Price, the trainer. Garrett Rooney aboard. 3 is Golden Leader. We've got Dennis and Doug Bellin are the partners in this one. Dennis Bellin is the trainer. Scotty Ray in the bike. Number 4 is Rosella. Danny Clements aboard for Leanne Davidson. Brooke Kupkick of Petrolia. Daryl Laver, the trainer. And from post 5, Scottish Cheddar. Dan Mead of Rockwood is the owner. Rob Doyle is the trainer and the driver. Folks, you've got 4 minutes wagering time for the second race. Second race exactor, 4 minutes for race 2.
We're still looking for Deb or Al McFadden. If you come on down to the promos table and receive your prize. Once again, Deb or Al McFadden. Thank you.
2 minutes racing, 2 minutes wagering time, 2 minutes for the second race. Less than a minute wagering time, less than one. Starters call the horses. It's post time now for the second race. Post time for race 2. Exactor Tractor wagering up for grabs. One of the faithfuls, Nola, Andy Moore. 2 Style Snapshot, Garrett Rooney. Golden Leader 3, Scotty Ray. 4 is Rosella, Danny Clements. And 5, Scottish Cheddar and Rob Doyle. Second race is brought to you by the Track Kitchen. Go see Jimmy for the greatest breakfast around. The Track Kitchen. Second race on their way to the start. Here they come. There we go. They're off and pacing. Out from the early lead is Style Snapshot. Golden Leader fires as well from post 3 as they head through that first turn. It's Golden Leader making it to the front. In second is Style Snapshot as they move down the backside. Racing in third as they march on to that first quarter. Rosella shuffled back to fifth now. Is Faithful's Nola, then Scottish Cheddar. They move down the backside towards the opening station. Golden Leader and Scott Ray front the field. Right there in second, Style Snapshot. In third, Rosella. As they pass by that first quarter, they're there in 29-4. Your leader for Scotty Ray is Golden Leader. Racing a second as they swing off that top turn is Style Snapshot. Rosella in third. Back for fourth is Faithful's Nola. And fifth is Scottish Cheddar. As they peel off the top turn down past the arena on their way in front of the grandstand. On top is Golden Leader. In second, the 2-hole ride goes to Style Snapshot. Racing in third is Rosella. Fourth, Faithful's Nola starts up. And fifth, Scottish Cheddar. Half-mile time in 1 minute and 3/5. They move past barn number 2 and down the backside. On top is Golden Leader now, stepping it up a little bit as they pace on down the backside. In second with that great 2-hole ride is Style Snapshot. In third now is Rosella. Racing in fourth, Faithful's Nola, then Scottish Cheddar. They step lively down to the third station. On top, Golden Leader. On the outside, Style Snapshot pulls out, going to try and run Golden Leader down. Watching it all from third is Rosella. As they hit 3/4 now, they're by there in 1:30 and 3/32 backside, and Golden Leader on top. Style Snapshot is second, racing in the third as they come off that top turn. Rosella, Scottish Cheddar on the move now to try and be on the tri-ticket as they turn for home. It's Golden Leader leading the way. In second on the outside of the racetrack, Style Snapshot. Golden Leader, Style Snapshot. The two of them matching strides as they come down deep stretch. And getting up is Style Snapshot in second. Golden Leader finishing third, Rosella. Ladies and gentlemen, now trackside the winner of the second race, number 2, Style Snapshot. An 8-year-old bay mare by Royal Match is the end of the Totally Western mare, Calico Moon. Greg Price, Dominic DeSantis, and Tom Jacobs are the owners. Greg Price, the trainer. Driven to victory by Garrett Rooney at a time of 1:59.4. The winner of race 2, number 2, Style Snapshot. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual prices for the second race. Style Snapshot at $340, $240, $210 across the board. Golden Leader finishing second, $3, $210. And for Rosella, third, $220 to show. Exactor 8-2, check that 2-3, pays $8.20. And the triple, 2-3-4, pays $30.60. Daily double, 5-2 combination at $3.70. Run down to the second race. 1 Faithful's Nola was fifth. At 2 Style Snapshot, the winner. 3 Golden Leader second, 4 Rosella third, and 5 Scottish Cheddar finished fourth. Top down 5-1-2-3-4. 29-4 to the quarter, half mile a minute, 3/5, 3/4, 1:30 down to the mile 1:59.4. In the upcoming third race, the JMHI Insurance Group pace, there are no changes. Horses and drivers go postward in just 12 minutes. 12 minutes for race 3, featuring exactor, triactor wagering.
We made some more draws after this afternoon's second race, and we have 2 winning names, Lisa Croucher, and Karen Howe. So Lisa and Karen, if you come on down to the promos table, and we've got your prizes waiting here for you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the announcer's booth as we get ready to go for race number 3 at Dresden Raceway. Nathan sure picked that one out there, the $3.40 winner of Style Snapshot. He saw Garrett Rooney getting that one done, and Nathan, great job. In this race, I like number 2, Mock Shark with Andy Moore. Mock Shark raced well last week, was closing pretty hard, and Mock Shark out of the 2-hole this week. That's going to be very, very tough to beat, is Mock Shark. Also in this race, Blissful Anne Marie. You know what? She's a tough mare, and she's just always got to be on your ticket because she has been raced for years. She has raced so tough, and Blissful Anne Marie. And third, Mini Million from along the rail with Braden Reibling. I like Mini Million's got the rail. Going to get a great trip out of this one, so that's what I like is the 2, 4, and 1. Nathan down trackside. What you thinking, Tex?
Well, Gary, I think this is one of the tougher races to handicap of the day. It's a softer bunch, which kind of makes it tougher. And a lot of these looking for their first win of the year, so we'll see what works out. But I think Blissful Anne Marie, we've seen a couple decent efforts from her, so she's got to be sitting on a win. And I think if the right trip is there, you know, she could end up with a victory here. So Blissful Anne Marie, she's been racing good, so she's going to win one of these times. Then for second, kind of torn between like Mock Shark. She raced really well last week to get up for the place spot, gets another inside spot to work with, and now getting Andy Moore on board for trainer Vic McMurn. So Mock Shark could be an exact effect. I think you got Sparkle Farco, who we kind of expected more from last week. It just didn't work out for her, but maybe looking for a better trip this time around, and maybe she could be worth using on the end of your try here today. And then Kempenfeld, I think she might be in for a piece of it. Again, post 6, not a good spot to start from on any half-mile track, but Dan Clements had a couple choices in here, and Kempenfeld was the direction he went, so he must feel he can have a shot with her here, and she's facing a bit easier here today, so maybe the class relief can be good for her, but I think the main player's got to be like Blissful Anne Marie, Mock Shark, and even Sparkle Farkle, but this one's a tough race to handicap, so we could maybe see some value in this race, but I guess we'll have to see if you can get this one. Good luck. And they're on now on post parade. Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the racetrack, parade in front of the grandstand coming out for today's 5th race. 5th race will feature fillies and mares, $7,000 claimers with allowance for non-winners of $1,400 last 5 or a race in 2022. Number 1 is Mini Million. Kim BX, Leamington is the owner-trainer. Braden Reibling is the driver. Number 2 is Mock Shark. Vic McMurran trains for Mark Mardell Adams and Rob Emmons. Andy Moore on the bike. Scotty Ray aboard number 3, Sparkle Farkle. Owned and trained by Janice McEachern, Valvinston. Number 4 is Blissful Anne Marie. Steve Gerard, Jimmy Napper of Thamesville, the owners. Kathy Goodrow is the trainer. Nick Stewart between the shafts. Jonathan Hahn will drive 5 Stylish and Sporty for owner-trainer Doug Walters of Springfield. 6 is Kempenfelt. Leanne Davidson of Petrolia, the owner. Darrell Laver is the trainer. Danny Clements, the teamster. Chris Johnston at the controls for 7 on Impulse. Owned by Don McMurran of South Woodsley. Tom Bain, the conditioner. And the trailer is 8 Scottish Mock. Dan Mead of Rockwood is the owner. Rob Doyle, the trainer. Garrett Rooney in the bike. Ladies and gentlemen, just 3 minutes wagering time for the 3rd race. 3 minutes. Race 3 features Exactor Triactor Wagering. 3 minutes. Just 1 minute, less than a minute wagering time to the third race, less than one. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you the Ontario Women's Driver Championship next week right here at Dresden Raceway. Come on out. It's going to be a great day at the races and featuring some amazing, talented drivers. And the talented drivers just got the list fresh from Steve Fitzsimmons from Hanover Raceway, Mary-Claude Auger, Natasha Day, she's the reigning champ, Mario Lenberg, Pam Forgy, Samara Johnson, Maggie Jones, Debbie O'Brien-Moran, Julie Walker, and our own Britt Kennedy will be here next week at Dresden Raceway. Post time is 1 o'clock. Come on out and watch the best female drivers in the province battle it out for top prize. Lots of great prizes for these ladies as well. Starters call the horses. It's now post time for the third race. Post time for race 3 featuring Exactor Triactor Wagering. 1 is Mini Million, Braden Riebling. 2, Mock Shark, Andy Moore. 3, Sparkle Farkle, Scotty Ray. Blissful Anne Marie, 4, Nick Stewart. 5, Stylish and Sporty, Jonathan On. Kempenfelt is a 6, Danny Clements. On Impulse, 7, Chris Johnston. And 8, Scottish Mock and Garrett Rooney. Third race on the way to the start. Here they come. There we go. They're off and pacing. Out for the early lead is Mock Shark. As they head through that first turn, Mock Shark is your leader. And Blissful Anne Marie on the outside is second, racing third. Mini Million as they move down the backstride. On top is Mock Shark. Blissful Anne Marie trying to find a spot into that tool, and it opens up as they move to that first quarter. Blazing to the front is Mock Shark and Andy Moore. In the second, as they pass by that first quarter, is Blissful Anne Marie racing in third. Mini Million, 29-2 is the first split. They move past the back tower, and Mock Shark and Andy Moore lead the way. Racing second is Blissful Anne Marie. Back for third now is Mini Million. Racing in fourth, Sparkle Farkle, as they come off that top turn down to the half-mile station. Pace setter is still Mock Shark. Racing second is Blissful Anne Marie. Third on the outside, Mini Million starts up, giving some cover to Sparkle Farkle. Also on the outside, Kempenfelt. In along the pylon, Stylish and Sporty. Then on the outside, you've got Scottish Mock. And along the pylons is on Impulse. Half mile time, 1 minute and 2/5. Down the backside they go. Mock Shark leads the way. Second on the outside of the racetrack, Mini Million edges up. Racing in third, getting a great trip, is Blissful Anne Marie. Second over from fourth, Sparkle Farkle also getting an awesome trip. As they come to the three-quarter pool, the pace setter to this point is still Mock Shark. Second on the outside, Mini Million. Blissful Anne Marie locked in tight, 3/4 in 1:30.4. On top is Mock Shark. The second, and trying to get out is Blissful Anne Marie. Racing second, third on the outside is Mini Million as they come down for home. It's Mock Shark. Blissful Anne Marie now steps out as they come down to the wire. Mock Shark, Blissful Anne Marie on the outside. But up the wire, it's Mock Shark, the winner. Blissful Anne Marie is second. Up for third is Kempenfelt. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the winner's circle. Number 2, Mock Shark, an 11-year-old bay mare by Mock 3 out of the Cam's Card Shark mare. Cheesecake Hanover. Mark and Bardell Adams, the partners, along with Bob Emmons. Vic McMurrin is the trainer. Andy Moore, the driver. Time of 2 minutes and 3/5 for the winner. Number 2, Mock Shark. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual prices for the third race. Mock Shark at $8.30, $3.50, $3.70 across the board. Second is 4 Blissful Anne Marie, $4.10, $3.50. And third is 6 Kempenfeld, $4.40 to show. 2-4 Exactor pays $29.50. And the Triactor combination 2-4-6 pays $244. Rundown for the third race. 1 Mini Million was fifth. 2 Mock Shark the winner. 3 Sparkle Farkle fourth. 4 Blissful Anne Marie was second. 5 Stylish and Sporty seventh. 6 Kempenfeld third. 7 on Impulse was eighth. And 8 Scottish Mock finished sixth. Rechecking 514-27386. 29 and 2 to the quarter. Half mile a minute, 2/5. 3/4, 1:30 and 4. Top of the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. In the upcoming fourth race, there are no changes. Horses and drivers will go postward in 12 minutes. 12 minutes, the preferred 3. 12 minutes. Please wager early.
We made some more draws after the third race. Brett Gore, and Don Flaglor. If you guys can come on down to the promos table and receive your prize. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the announcer's booth. We get ready to go for race number 4, preferred 3 in this race. I like Mr. Mock Jimmy. Mr. Mock Jimmy has been racing tougher in Woodbine, got some great speed, has the rail, great stable. Where do you go from here? Mr. Mock Jimmy, I like to win this one. Life is Better was a beast last week, and Life is Better. Expect the same effort. So it's going to be a great race, and Real Wicked will be charging at the wire. Real Wicked, again, a great horse, and is going to really compete here. So this is, again, wide open race, but I'm just liking Mr. Mock Jimmy from along the rail. That rail is such a big advantage here at Dresden Raceway. Allows the driver to do whatever they want, wherever they go. If they want to go to the front, it's a lot easier to get at the front, or if they want to sit back, they can pick their position. So Mr. Mock Jimmy is my winner for the 4th. Life is Better, Real Wicked. Nathan, we on the same page here? Where are we at?
Same page, just different order how we got him, and I was torn between Mr. Mock Jimmy and Life is Better, and right now I like the price a lot better on Mr. Mock Jimmy, but I did stick with Life is Better. I just like the way this horse raced last week, got along well with Garrett, put the horse on the lead, and he did the rest of the work and cruised right to the victory by a 2-length win margin, and I think Life is Better is going to show some early speed as well. We'll see if Mr. Mock Jimmy can be tough from the run. You know, Lindsey Kerr's had a good season here at Dresden so far, and Mr. Mock Jimmy coming in from the pop-up series up at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And still a tough group here, but I think he could give a little bit fight to the rail and be an exact or factor here. So Life is Better than Mr. Mock Jimmy. And I even kind of like it's Ed's Idea coming in here, a good trip out of Sarnia. Finished 6th, but was only 1 length off at the wire and went 55-1, obviously 5/8 track, but could be in for a piece of the action if the trip is right with It's Ed's Idea. Then you got Real Wicked, who was an easy winner at this level, 2 back, now getting Dan Clements in the sulky. And Real Wicked, I like raced huge 2 back and came from a solid off-the-pace effort to win that one. And now I like this level again and face tougher in the latest, but I think Real Wicked could be a main player. So good luck with your selections. They're now on post spread. I'm going to send it back up to Gary. Good luck.
Thank you, Nathan, as they're going to be coming out on the track right now as we speak. In the 4th race, horses and drivers, the preferred 3, winners over $4,000 last 3, will draw outside. It's also the Dresden Foodland pace. Stop and see Trevor and the gang over at Dresden Foodland. What a great store, beautiful store, clean, and a great place to get your groceries, Dresden Foodland. They'll pace them out for $5,500. The Exactor and Tractor wagering up for the grab. Number 1 is Mr. Mock Jimmy. Sally Charlton at the Tecumseh's the owner. Lindsey Kerr, the trainer. And Scotty Ray in the bike. Life is Better from post 2. Ken Matheson, Henry Benakovitz are the partners. Kenny Matheson, the trainer. Garrett Rooney drives. 3 is Mo Better. By Kerry Howard of Wardsville. Jeff Graham is the trainer. Jonathan Hahn in the bike. Scoring for post 4, it's Ed's Idea. Andrea Leon of Maidstone is the owner and trainer. Nick Stewart will drive. 5, Real Wicked. Kyle Stretch of Coldwater has the papers. Sean Hyatt, the conditioner. Danny Clements at the controls. And 6, Read the Proposal. Rick Wade of Woodstock. Linda Grummett are the partners. Rick Wade is the trainer. And Braden Reibling between the shafts. So, folks, they're getting ready to go for the 4th race. You've got 3 minutes wagering time. 3 minutes for race 4, featuring Exactor and Tractor wagering just 3 minutes. Still time to wager. Still time for today's fourth race. Still time. Still time to wager for the fourth race. The preferred three pacers. Starter has called. Dave Pryor, Kenny Randall have opened the wings. They're getting ready to roll for this fourth race. The field moving behind the gate. One is Mr. Mock, Jimmy, Scotty Ray. 2 Life is Better, Garrett Rooney. 3 Mo Better, Jonathan On. It's Ed's Ideas 4, Nick Stewart. 5 Real Wicked, Danny Clements. And 6 is Read the Proposal, Braden Reibling. Fourth race pacers on their way to the start. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing, blasting off the gate from post 4. It's Ed's Idea, also leaving well. Life is Better as they blow through that first turn down the backside. On top, the pace setter, and right onto the front is Ed's Idea, racing in a second. Life is Better. Back for third is Mo Better. Early action as Life is Better wants the lead. Garrett Rooney out and going and fires up to take the lead. In second, it's Ed's Idea, racing third, Mo Better. Fourth now is Mr. Mock Jimmy. Back for fifth is Real Wicked, and then Read the Proposal as they pass by the first quarter, 29-1. Pretty decent quarter as your leader is Life is Better. In the second, as they swing off that top turn, it's Ed's Idea racing in the third, Mo Better. Down they come to the half-mile marker. Pace setter is Life is Better, Garrett Rooney. In second now, as they pass by that half-mile station, it's Ed's Idea. Now, Force first up, flushed out. Here comes Mr. Mock Jimmy. Half-mile, 59-1. 32nd second split. They'll pick it up from here as Life is Better on top. Second, in along the pylons, is Ed's Idea. Third on the outside is Mr. Mock Jimmy. Racing in fourth, Mo Better, Real Wicked. Fifth on the outside as they step lively down to the third station. Life is Better leads the way. In second, it's Ed's Idea. Racing in third is Mr. Mock Jimmy. 3 quarters now as they blow past there in 1:28-1, 29 to second. Third quarter as they get ready to turn for home. Life is Better, Mr. Mock Jimmy, and it's Ed's Idea. 3 deep comes Real Wicked for their race for home as they swing off the top turn. Your leader, Life is Better. On the outside, here comes Real Wicked, storming hard as they come down to the wire. It's Life is Better, getting the job done on the outside. Check that in along the pylons, hanging on. It's Ed's Idea for second, Real Wicked third. Ladies and gentlemen, trackside, the winner's circle. Number 2, Life is Better. A 6-year-old bay horse by Better Than Cheddar to the Western Ideal mare. Althea. Ken Matheson, Henry Benakovitz are the partners. Ken Matheson, the trainer. Garrett Rooney, the driver. A time of 1:57.1. Second win in a row here at Dresden Raceway for Life is Better. Second win on the day for Garrett Rooney, giving him a driving double. Number 2, Life is Better. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual prices for the 4th race. Life is Better at $3, $3.20, $2.70 across the board. For its Heads Idea second at $14 and $6. Real Wicked paid $3.50 to show. The 2-4 Exactor $30.90. The $2 Triactor 245 pays $55.60. Rundown for the 4th race. 1, Mr. Mark Jimmy was 5th. 2, Life is Better, the winner. 3, Mo Better, 4th. 4, it's Ed's Idea second. 5, Real Wicked was 3rd. 6, Read the Proposal 6th. Rechecking 514-236. 29-1 in the quarter, half mile 59-1. 3/4 128-1, mile time 1:57.1. In the upcoming 5th race, there are no changes. The field will go postward in 11 minutes. 11 minutes wagering time for race 5, featuring Exactor and Triactor, as well as Superfecta wagering the Boston Pizza Pace, the upcoming 5th race.
Hey, racing fans, we've got some more draws coming your way. Clayton Middlebrook, and Mitchell Dawson. So Clayton Middlebrook and Mitchell Dawson have come on down to the promos table and receive your prize.
Welcome to the announcer's booth. We're getting ready to go for today's 5th race. And in the 5th race, I like Donnie Rankin here and Sassenach. Nice filly, racing well. And you know what? I think has been learning very well, learning lots, and a quick learner. I think she's ready to win here. Came home very, very smartly last week in 28-4. So Sassenach, I'm thinking, is going to be the one to get the job done today. So you say we'll get a great trip, and it should be part of the ticket as well. And Darkest Desire, of course, that rail raced well here earlier in the year. Darkest Desire is definitely going to be a part of this race as well. But that's who I like. I'm picking up the 6, 3, and 1 in the 5th race as well. If you're looking for Superfecta money to go on, Crooksy and 24K, the 7 and 8 on your ticket. That's what I'm liking in today's race. Nathan, your long shot of the day's here, isn't it?
Yes, Gary, my long shot play of the day, 24K. I thought raced well last weekend. Another good price on the board. So as we dig deeper in this fifth race, it's another wide open event to me, and any of these could simply win this race. So it's a good race for the Superfecta, and maybe even I can lean towards Darkest Desire. I think she's capable of more than she showed last time, coming back to Dresden. And what we've seen from this filly at the start of the meet was really impressive, and won here on opening day. So I think if she can get back to that form, which I'm confident she can, I think she could be tough from the rail out, and I think maybe Nick can get her off the wings good from the inside. So she should be a good play in there. Then Sassenach for Donnie Rankin Jr., second best last time, and so far so good in her early career. So both top 3 finishes and both first career starts. So maybe an exact to play then. 24K, second best last time out, my long shot play. Now getting Rob Doyle behind the controls for trainer John Cowan. And 24K might be able to follow out the speed of Darkest Desire. So the trip could be there. We'll just have to see how it pans out. And then another one I didn't really include, but Scott Ray liked his chances with, is Cove Beach for Paul Coulter, coming in off second start off the bench. So Cove Beach could be an early player in there, especially with the early speed this one could offer up. So it's going to be an interesting event. We'll see how this one works out. So good luck with your selections. They'll be on Post Parade next.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the racetrack, right in front of the grandstand, horse and drivers for the fifth race. Non-winners of $4,000, fillies and mares $5,000 lifetime. Non-winners of race hour allowed $2,000, fillies and mares $2,500. Featuring Exactor Tractor Superfecta wagering for $4,600. The Boston Pizza Paste. Was Darkest Desire, E. Knight of South Woodsley, the owner. Jimmy Jarvis, the trainer. Nick Stewart in the bike. 2, Ain't She Pretty? Reddy Zock of Dover Center has the papers. Darrell Laver is the trainer. Danny Clements drives. So You Say is 3. Pam Loomis at Grosse Pointe is the owner. Bill Kirkpatrick, the trainer. Mark Williams at the helm. Forest Cove Beach. Robert Coulter of Brantford is the owner. And trainer, Scotty Ray, the teamster. Chris Johnson of the bike for number 5. Cyclone Sully. Warren Ozinga, the trainer, for Ella Ozinga. Sassenach is 6. Owned by Kevin Gillis of Windsor. The blue and yellow checkerboard of Donnie Rankin, trainer and driver. Crooksy is 7. Bill Brown, Brandon Darrable of Elmwood are the partners. Braden Reibling is the trainer and driver. And rounding out the field is 824K, Lori Cowan of Brigden. The owner, John Cowan, is the trainer, and Rob Doyle gets the call for 24K. Ladies and gentlemen, just 3 minutes wagering time for the fifth race. 3 minutes for race 5, featuring Exactor Triactor Superfecta wagering. You have 3 minutes.
We're still looking for Mitchell Dawson. So Mitchell, if you come to the promos table and receive your prize, it's here waiting for you. Thank you.
Less than a minute wagering time for the 5th race. Less than 1 for race 5. Still time to wager. Still wagering time for today's 5th race. Starters call the horses now. It's post time for the 5th race. Post time. The gates swing open. The wings are wild. Scoring complete. Darkest Desire, Nick Stewart. Ain't She Pretty, Danny Clements. So You Say, Mark Williams. Co-beat Scotty Ray. Cyclone Sully, Chris Johnston. Six Sassenach, Donnie Rankin. Crooksy, Braden Reibling. And 24K and Rob Doyle. 5th race Pacers on their way to the start. Here they come. They go. They're off and pacing. Out for the early lead, Darkest Desire. Also leaving well Cove Beach as they head through that first turn. As Darkest Desire in the pylons, but Cove Beach fastest to leave as they move down the backside. Up third now as they head down towards that opening station now is Ain't She Pretty racing in fourth, 24K. Early racing action as Darkest Desire, Nick Stewart want the front and go on take it. It's Darkest Desire on top, and the old give and go. Cove Beach is second. Racing third, Ain't She Pretty. Up for fourth is a 24K. Back for fifth now as they pass by that opening station. So you say first quarter, 30 seconds flat as they roll past the back tower. On top is Darkest Desire and Nick Stewart. Right there in the two-hole, you've got Cove Beach. From third, in along the pylons, is Ain't She Pretty. Backfield starting up now as they swing down to the half-mile station. First up is Cyclone Sully, and following that cover is Sassenach. But your pace setter is Darkest Desire as they pass by the half. In second, Cove Beach. Third on the outside of the racetrack is Cyclone Sully. Half-mile time, a leisurely 1:02 flat as they roll past the water truck down the backside as Darkest Desire, Nick Stewart trying to hold them all at bay. Racing in a second at the pylons is Cove Beach. Third on the outside, CJ getting Cyclone Sully on the move. And fourth is Sassenach as they move to three quarters. Darkest Desire showing the way and looking strong on the front with some blazing speed as they move down the backside. In second is Cove Beach. Now Cyclone Sully starts up. Sassenach follows that, 132 and 1. Off the top turn they come. Darkest Desire, Cyclone Sully on the outside of the racetrack. Racing in the third now, Sassenach as they march for home. Your leader is Darkest Desire on the far outside of the racetrack. As here comes Crooksy flying too, but they come down. They're 5 across the track as they come right to the wire. And Sassenach gets up to take it all. It's going to be tight for second and third. Cove Beach right along the pylons with Scotty Ray. Could have taken the place ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, returning to the winner's circle, number 6, Sassenach. Sassenach is a 3-year-old bay filly by Better Than Cheddar out of the Modern Art Mare Little Wubs. Kevin Gillis. Windsor is the owner. Donnie Rankin, the trainer and driver. At a time of 2:02 and 3. The winner, number 6, Sassenach. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual prices now for the 5th race. Sassenach at $5.90, $3.20, and $2.70 across the board. Second is Cove Beach, $4.40, $3.20. One Darkest Desire finished third, $2.60 to show. 6-4 Exactor paid $21. The triple, 6-4-1, paid $64.30. Dollar Superfecta, 6-4-1-5, paid $173.05. The 20-cent Super paid $34.61. Rundown for the 5th race. One Darkest Desire was third. 2 Ain't She Pretty 6th. 3 So You Say 7th. 4 Cove Beach was second. 5 Cyclone Sully 4th. 6 Sassenach the winner. 7 Crooksy was 5th. And 8 24K finished 8th. Top down 367 to 24158. 30 seconds to the quarter half mile 102. 3/4 132 and 1. Time of the mile 202 and 3. In the upcoming 6th race, there are no changes. The field will go postward for the McKellar's Flowers pace in just 11 minutes. 11 minutes wagering time for the 6th race. Pacers.
Hey racing fans, we pulled some more winners after the 5th race, and we've got Trevor Snellgrove, and Judy Van Coyley. So Trevor and Judy, if you can come on down to the promos table and receive your prizes. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the announcer's booth as we get ready to go for our 6th race. And 6th race, my pick here, Nathan, I'm liking number 2, Debunka. You know what? Cam McQueen has been getting the job done as a great trainer. Danny Clements in the bike. He had a big night in Hiawatha last night. And I'm liking number 2, Debunka, in this race out of the 2-hole as well. So look for Debunka to come storming in this one for the victory. I also like Einhorn and Scotty Ray. Ribs Roberts got this one racing well. And you know what? Just getting that close in a short field is going to help Einhorn quite a bit here. And Stonebridge Scout. Now this is kind of a far out pick, but it takes up driver Garrett Rooney, the top teamster here at Dresden Raceway as well. Hasn't raced since May 31st. But going to be a little bit of a tightener. If they train him down pretty good, he still should be able to be all right with this bunch here. So that's my pick for race 6. I'm going with the 2, 4, and 1. Okay, Tex, what do you think?
I've got to go on the same page as you this time, Gary. You got me the last race, so I think this is a clear path for Debunka. Raced well last week against much tougher Fonan, who is moved on to a different racetrack. So Debunka in a 5-horse field. He's a front runner, so this is with this small field, I don't know if he's going to get a lot of early pressure, which is good for him on the lead. Dan Clements back on board, and they seem to get along well with this horse. So I think they're teaming up again once here is a good sign. Inside spot, so Debunka, we're looking for a wire-to-wire victory, I'd assume, today. Then for second, kind of tough. I did go to the 1, Stonebridge Scout. The only thing that really concerned me was having not starting since May 31st at London on closing night there, and finished sixth, but this is a bit of an easier group. And you look at this one, back in early May, was a winner, 55-3 over London half mile in the regional driving championship that night. So probably won't see that kind of speed from him again, but we'll see if the time between races will affect him at all. But anything, you got Garrett Rooney, leading driver on the rail, so I'll use that one for second. And then for third, kind of work out a bit trickier. You got Einhorn and Can't Count Me Out. But Einhorn's been good this year, and I think he's had a good season, already more in the bank than last year. And I think he could be one to use at the end of your try, maybe and get Scott Ray on for Ribsy. And if you're looking for a long shot play, maybe even Can't Count Me Out. But I got to stick with the bunker. He seems like the one to be in here. So good luck with your selections in this upcoming sixth race.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the racetrack, right in front of the grandstand, horses and drivers for today's sixth race. $7,000 claimers. McKellar's Flowers Pace. They'll base them out for $3,800, featuring exactor and tractor wagering. One is Stowbridge Scout. Gladys McCarty of London, the owner. Bob Mawson, the trainer. Garrett Rooney, the driver. Two to Bunka. Cam McQueen of London has the papers. He's also the conditioner. Danny Clements in the bike. Number 3 is Family Sports. Rob Doyle gets the call. For Mark Lasso of Ottawa, Dwayne McFadden is the trainer. Scoring from post 4 is Einhorn. Steve and Laura Roberts are the partners in this one. Ribs does the training. Scotty Ray aboard. In 5, Can't Count Me Out. Mike and Greg Rogers of LaSalle are the owners. Mike Rogers does the training duties, and Jonathan Hahn in the sulky. They're going to be going postward in about 4 minutes for this sixth race. 4 minutes. Featuring exactor and tractor wagering.
Hey fans, last call to purchase your 50/50 tickets at the promos table. So last call to purchase 50/50 tickets. This is your last call.
Scoring is now complete. The field for the 6th race in the hands of the starter. 1 to Stonebridge Scout Garrett Rooney. 2 to Bunka Danny Clements. Family Sports 3 Rob Doyle. 4 is Einhorn Scotty Ray. Can't Count Me Out is 5 Johnny Hahn. Your 6th race on their way to the start. Here they come. Well, they go. They're off and pacing. Back leaving as they head through his Family Sports out to the early lead now. As they bust out of the gate is Debunka for Danny Clements. Racing in second as they move down the backside. Upping is Einhorn as they step lively down to that opening station. It's Debunka and Danny Clements on top. In second, you've got Einhorn. Racing in third, Stonebridge Scout. Back for fourth now is Can't Count Me Out, and fifth, Family Sports. As they pass by the opening station, Debunka takes the field pass there, and a 29-3 for Danny Clements. Right there in that 2-hole, getting a great trip is Einhorn. Back for third is Stonebridge Scout. Can't Count Me Out, then Family Sports as they come off the top turn. It's Debunka setting the fractions as they come to the half, still single file. In second is Einhorn. Racing in third, Can't Count Me Out. Next is, check that, Stonebridge Scout, then Can't Count Me Out. And racing next is Family Sports. Half mile time in 1 minute and 1/5. They pass by bar number 2, and Debunka is leading the way. Right there in second as they move down the backside. Einhorn back for third, still single file is Stonebridge Scout. Now Stonebridge Scout comes to the outside first up. As they move down towards the 3/4, Debunka has been on cruise control so far as they pass by 3/4. Here comes Stonebridge Scout on the outside as they move past the third station in 1:30 and 1/32 backside for Debunka. It's Debunka on top. Stonebridge Scout on the outside is second. Racing in third, Einhorn as they come off that top turn and head it for home. Your leader is still Debunka. Stonebridge Scout on the outside getting some urging as they march for home. Trying to get through along the pylons now. Here comes Einhorn, but right down to the wire. As they hit the wire, still holding on, Debunka by a whisker. In second is Stonebridge Scout, and Einhorn pays on the show ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, now trackside, the winner of today's 6th race, number 2, Debunka, 11-year-old Brown Gelding.
Down here with
Matt
winning.
Namera's band, out of the chairman of the board mare, looks like Magic 2. Cam McQueen is the owner and a trainer. Danny Clements, the driver. At a time of 2 minutes flat. Number 2, DeBunka. Sorry, Nathan. Doc, take it away for Danny.
Sorry, Gary, didn't mean to cut you off there, but down here with winning driver Dan Clements, the bunka, he looked good in the program. He has early speed. Was that kind of the game plan to put him on the engine?
Yeah, it got a little tighter than I wanted at the wire. It was 50-50 whether he even won. So he performed good. He's a good old horse.
Now, sometimes were you a bit worried down the stretch when they were coming right alongside? I know you said 50-50, but did you feel you had enough in the tank to win it?
We were starting to run out of gas, so just glad the wire showed up when it did.
And now we're going to get your thoughts on Have a Connection back on for Cameron McQueen in the 7th. Have a Connection. Do you like her chances in there?
Yeah, I like all Cam's horses. He brings them in there ready to win, and all I got to do is stay out of trouble. So hopefully we can do that and get the job done with them.
Well, best of luck with Have a Connection. Congratulations on the win here with the bunka.
Thank you.
There we go. Winning driver Dan Clements and the bunka taking today's 6th race.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual price is now for the 6th race. 2 DeBunka at 280, 240, 210. 1 Stonebridge Scout, 290, 230. 4 Einhorn, 220 to show. 2 an Exactor, paid $4.80. The Triactor 214, paid $6.40. Rundown with the 6th race. 1 Stonebridge Scout second. 2 DeBunka the winner. 3 Family Sports fourth. 4 Einhorn was third, and 5 Can't Count Me Out fifth. Top down 214, 3-5. 29 and 3 to the quarter. Half mile a minute, 1/5. 3/4, 1:30 and 1. Time of the mile, 2 minutes flat. In the upcoming 7th race, no changes. Field will go postward in just 12 minutes. 12 minutes for the 7th race featuring Exactor and Triactor wagering.
Fans, we have more draws coming your way. Our first one, Gary Belitzi, and Elisa Patrick, and Howie Holdaway. Thank you. Come on down to the promos table to receive your prize.
All right, Nathan, don't go too far away as we've got our picks to do for today's 7th race. Here we are in the announcer's booth getting ready to go. And in this race, 3 have a connection. You heard Danny Clement say it. Cam McQueen's got him ready to go, and he brings them to the track. And have a connection is one of them. Nice win last week, and definitely will be hard to beat. Attitude, battling from along the rail, might reverse it. Attitude's very tough as well. And then Seed the Delight, Donnie Rankin. You know what? See the light. Donnie's got to win today. Sometimes he likes to couple them up, and would rather going to win one. He might as well win 2. I think that would be his way of thinking it. Always tough, and especially in this tight field. That's what I'm liking in the 7th race. Have a connection, and Danny Clement's attitude and See the Delight. What are you looking at in this race, there, Mr. Bain?
I think we're kind of on the same page. Definitely for our top choices, Have a Connection. Easiest of winners last week since coming here to Dresden. Back at the same level, looking at similar competition. And Dan Clements and Cameron McQueen got the job done last race. And Dan said he really likes his chances here with Have a Connection. And he said he really likes driving all of Cameron McQueen's horses. So Have a Connection. I think she's going to be going for 2 in a row here. Then for second, I was kind of torn. Attitude from the rail, leading driver Garrett Rooney. She could maybe throw a little fight to the inside from the rail, and she can show some early speed sometimes if she wants to. Then for third, Crystal Dragon. Had a 2-week winning streak going on, but that was broken by Have a Connection coming in here. So Crystal Dragon, I'll use her more underneath for third, but I still wouldn't leave her off with a try here today. And then See the Delight to round things off. Kind of been in the mid-pack for the last couple of starts here at Dresden. Last start out, finished 5th, and before that had a couple thirds, so getting on the show ticket. I think for See the Delight to be at the top 3, the trip would have to be set up perfectly, but I'm going to stick with Have a Connection as my top play. They're now coming out for post-braid. Back to Gary.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the racetrack, right in front of the grandstand, the field for today's 7th race. Fillies and Mares, $7,000 claimers. The Domino's Pizza Wallaceburg Pace. Exacta Tractor Pick 4 wagering available. What is attitude? Rod Duford of Leamington is the owner-trainer. Garrett Rooney in the bike. To See the Delight, Donnie Rankin owns, trains, and drives. Have a Connection. 3, Cam McQueen, the owner and trainer. Danny Clements in the bike. There has been a claim entered on 3. Have a Connection. Claim has been entered. 4 is Rose Run Vigilant. Chris Johnson aboard. Kevin Jarvis is the owner. Jimmy Jarvis the trainer. Little Annie Oakley is 5. Scotty Ray up for Larry Curry of Sarnia. Doug Curry is the trainer. Crystal Dragon and Nick Stewart. Post 6, Troy Cochran is the owner and trainer. Saboni is in race 7. Cindy Ross of Cambridge is the owner. Rob Doyle, the trainer and driver, has been a claim entered on 7. Saboni has been a claim entered. And 8 is How Max Sabrina. Don Choldas of Brussels is the owner. Daryl Vleeming, the trainer. Andy Moore is the driver. Folks, you've got just 4 minutes wagering time for the 7th race. 4 minutes.
We've got our winning ticket for today's 50-50 draw, $2.94.50, the total. Here is the winning ticket. 3, 8, 3, 3, 9, 4. Once again, today's winning ticket in the 50-50 draw, 3, 8, 3, 3, 9, 4. One more time for today's 50-50 ticket, 383 394 for a total of $294.50.
Ladies and gentlemen, start to call the horses. The field behind the gate for the 7th race. What is Attitude? Garrett Rooney. 2, See the Light, Donnie Rankin. 3, Have a Connection, Danny Clements. 4, Rose Run Vigilant, Chris Johnston. Little Annie Oakley is 5, Scotty Ray. 6, Crystal Dragon, Nick Stewart. Saboni is 7, Rob Doyle. And 8, How Max Sabrina, Andy Moore. 7th race, Pacers rolling along on their way to the start. Here they come. There they go. Good start. Out for the early lead is Have a Connection, also blasting out of there as they head through that first turn is See the Delight. See the Delight and Donnie Rankin taking control of the field. Dropping off is Have a Connection in the second. Racing from third is Attitude. As they move down the backside, in fourth, as they step down towards that first quarter, is Rose Run Vigilant. Early racing action, though, as out of the two-hole, Have a Connection wants to lead. Donnie Rankin says you're going to earn it if you're going to go to the front as they pass by that opening station. And 28-3, See the Delight, not giving up easy. In second, Have a Connection backs off and drops back into the two-hole. Racing in third is Attitude. Rose Run Vigilant is fourth. Saboni in fifth. I got back next to Little Annie Oakley as they come off that top turn, pacing to the half-mile station. See the Delight leads the way. Have a Connection in the two-hole. First up, here comes Attitude. Following the cover, Rose Run Vigilant. Along the pylon, Saboni. Then it's Little Annie Oakley, Halmack Sabrina, and Crystal Dragon. Half-mile time, 58-2, 29-4. Second split, they roll past bar number 4 and down the backside. See the Delight leads the way. Racing second, Have a Connection. In third on the outside, Attitude. Racing in fourth. In along the pylons now is Saboni. As they move down to three quarters, See the Delight. And 3 deep from the backfield, Halmack Sabrina starts up. As they pass by three quarters, they hit that mark now in 1:29-2. On top is See the Delight. To the outside, Have a Connection up the challenge. As they come off that top turn, See the Delight. Have a Connection on the outside. Halmack Sabrina is third on the far outside. Nowhere to go. Saboni at the pylons. Down the lane, Have a Connection. See the Delight is second. As they come for home, it's Have a Connection. As they come right down to the wire, the winner, Have a Connection. In second, See the Delight. Up for third is Crystal Dragon. Ladies and gentlemen, now trackside, the winner of today's 7th race, number 3, Have a Connection. A 5-year-old bay mare by Well Said out of the Modern Art Mare Modern Connection. Cam McQueen of London is the owner and trainer. Second win of the day for Cam McQueen as a trainer. Danny Clements, the driver. Second win for him, giving him a driving double here at Dresden Raceway at a time of 2 minutes and 2/5. Number 3, Have a Connection. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual price is for the 7th race. Have a Connection at 270, 240, 210 across the board. Second was 2 See the Delight, 580, 340. 6 Crystal Dragon, third, 410 to show. The 3-2 Exactor, $20.80. The Triactor, 3-2-6, $75.60. Run now with the 7th race. 1 Attitude was 8th. The 2 See the Delight, second. 3 Have a Connection, the winner. 4 Rose Run Vigilant was 7th. 5 Little Annie Oakley, 6th. 6 Crystal Dragon, third. 7 Saboni was 5th. And 8 How Max Sabrina, 4th. Top down 8-2-1, 7-6-3-5-4. 28 and 3 to the quarter. Half mile 58 and 2. 3/4 129 and 2. Mile time 2 minutes and 2/5. We had a couple claims out of the 7th race. Number 3 Have a Connection was claimed by Seymour Hill. Kim Smith will be the trainer. And number 7 Saboni claimed by Mike Stamp and Janice Larkham. Mike Stamp is the trainer. No changes for the upcoming 8th race. Horses and drivers will go postward in 12 minutes. 12 minutes for race 8, featuring Exactor and Tractor wagering. No changes, 12 minutes.
Hey, racing fans, we've got some more draws to pass on to you. So we've got 3 lucky winners: Gwen Humphrey, Trevor Othire, and Nancy Wicks. If you come on down to the promos table and receive your prize. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the announcer's booth as we get ready to go for our 8th race. In the 8th race, I like Brother Aiden. Has been very hot, and I think should overcome post 6 all right. And a stablemate, Go Mud, is going to be very tough from along the rail too. So those two are going to be battling hard. And Toretto, you know what? He's not coming from Michigan to take home a 5th prize. He's got some great speed and is going to be looking to come home with a top 3 check, hopefully number 1. So that's what we've got in the 8th race. I'm still thinking Brother Aiden is the best of the stable. Go Mud second, and look for Toretto to definitely be racing hard and coming for as much money as he can get to pay for that ferry ride across the border. Nathan, what are you liking?
We have the same top 2, just in a different order. I'm going with Go Mud. And Gary Rooney, that was his choice. He had some picks in here, and he thought Go Mud was his best shot from the rail. So that's going to say something right there. I think, Go Mud from the rail. Post 7 last week, won a first over trip, just a long way on the outside. And post 7 is tough on any half-mile track. Now gets the rail position. We know this guy can show some early speed. And I think Garrett might put this one on the engine here this afternoon. Then for second, I went to Brother Aiden, coming off a win 2 weeks ago at Sarnia over the 5/8 oval. And now getting Dan Clements, who took the last couple, so he's having a good day. So he's on Brother Aiden, just post 6, but I think we could be looking at a George Robinson exactor here by the way things are looking. Then for third, I went to Lime into Coconut, and this horse, the end of last year to the start of this racing season, back in January when he was racing at London, this horse was unstoppable. Nothing could stop him, and Lyman to Coconut's always one you look at for his late kick, so getting Nick Stewart on, and he's one of those horses that sometimes you count him out and he could be up there, so I'll throw him on for the end of the try in this race. Then past that, Township Bully, Scott Ray on for Mike Rogers, gets a good post to work from. Changing it up, Scott Ray drove 2 back and finished third with him here at Dresden, so they seem to be a good pair, so maybe he can be in for a good trip to maybe even land a top 3 spot. But for me, I think it's going to be Go Mud or Brother Aiden as the top 2 players. So far, so good today, so good luck with your selections in the upcoming 8th race.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the racetrack, right in front of the grandstand, horses and drivers for race 8. Today's 8th race features horses and geldings, non-winners of 1,500 last 3, winners over 3,250 last 5 not eligible, and some 8,500 claimers. But Pace the Mile for $4,000 featuring exactor and tractor wagering, the Tim Hortons Pace. Let's Go Mud. George Robinson Windsor is the owner-trainer. Garrett Rooney the bike. Township Willie out of post 2. Scotty Ray up for Kevin Moran of Bell River. Mike Rogers the conditioner. 3. Lime into Coconut. Randy Parrish of Springfield is the owner and trainer. Nick Stewart aboard. Toretto, 4. Tom Clark trains and drives for John Verscher of Greenwood, Michigan. Kevin Dan Fraudsters. Doug Curry of Brigden is the owner and trainer. Donnie Rankin aboard. And Brother Aiden out of post 6. George Robinson of Windsor is the owner and trainer. Danny Clements in the bike. That's the field for the 8th race, folks. They're going to go postward in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes wagering time. Please place your wager. Exactor and tractor wagering available.
We're still looking for Gwen Humphrey, so Gwen, if you can come to the promos table, and your prize is here waiting for you. Thank you.
Still time to wager. Still time for today's 8th race. Still time. The field for the 8th race behind the gate. What is Go Mud, Garrett Rooney, 2 Township Willie, Scotty Ray, 3 Lineman of Coconut, Nick Stewart. 4 is Toretto, Tom Clark, Kevin Fraud Dansters, 5 Donnie Rankin, and 6 Brother Aiden, Danny Clements. Eighth race on the way to the start. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing. It's Go Mud taking the lead as they head through that first turn. Racing in second as Lyman to Coconut as they march on down the backside. But Go Mud is the pace setter. Lyman to Coconut is a second. Racing in third, Township Willie. From fourth as they move down the backside is Toretto. Shuffled back to fifth now, Kevin Dan Foster's. Then Brother Aiden as they move to the first quarter. Go Mud and Garrett Rooney front the field. In second, right up tight, Lyman to Coconut. Gap back to third, and Township Willie. Then it's Toretto in fourth. Fifth, Kevin Dan Fodsters and Brother Aiden. First split was 29-2. On top, Go Mud and Garrett Rooney lead the way. And the second, as they turn down to the half-mile station, is Lime in the Coconut. From third is Township Willie on the move fourth. First up, here comes Brother Aiden on the outside. And next to the outside of the racetrack is Kevin Dan Fraudsters. Half-mile time in 1 minute and 1/5. As they pass by barn number 2, stepping lively down the backside, it's Go Mud, the pace setter. As they move down toward three quarters, Go Mud in the second on the outside of the racetrack. Brother Aiden moves up, also right there, Lyman to Coconut. And Lyman to Coconut second, and the third is Brother Aiden. As they pass by three quarters, they're starting to sizzle out there as they pass by the third station in 1:30 flat, 29-4 backside for Go Mud. In second, Lyman to Coconut. Racing from third is Brother Aiden as they swing off that top turn and headed on down the lane for home. Go Mud, Lyman to Coconut out of the two-hole after a perfect trip for Nick Stewart. Down the lane they come. Go Mud on the outside, Lyman to Coconut. As they come right down to the wire, it's Go Mud, Lyman to Coconut. Lyman to Coconut gets up and wins. In second, Go Mud. Finishing third, Brother Aiden. Now, ladies and gentlemen, trackside the winner of the 8th race, number 3, Lyman to Coconut. 4-year-old bay horse by Big Jim out of the Arts Place mare Runaway Rose. Randy Parrish of Springfield is the owner-trainer. Nick Stewart, the driver. A time of 1:58 and 4 for Lyman to Coconut. Big win for Lyman to Coconut. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual prices for the 8th race. Lyman to Coconut at 620, 330, 210 across the board. Go Mud second at 210, 210. Brother Aiden third, 210 to show. The 3-1 exactor combination paid $13.60. And the triactor 316 paid $53. Run now for the 8th race. 1 Go Mud was second. At 2 Township Willie fourth. At 3 Lyman to Coconut the winner. 4 Toretto was fifth. 5 Kevin Dan Foster sixth. And 6 Brother Aiden third. Rechecking 241, 563. 29 and 2 to the quarter, half mile, a minute and 1/5. 3/4, 130 flat. Time of the mile, 1:58 and 4. In the upcoming 9th race, no changes. The field will go postward in 11 minutes. You've got 11 minutes wagering time for race 9, featuring Exactor, Triactor, and the late Daily Double.
Racing fans, we have a couple more winners to come your way. Rob Henry, Rob the Riviere. And once again, Rob the Riviere and Wilma Tichenov. Sorry if I pronounced any last names wrong. So if two Robs and Wilma could come to the promos table and receive your prizes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the announcers booth as we get ready to go for race 9. Here's my picks for race 9. Nathan, I'm going out on a limb here. I'm going Grammy's Call, post 7. You know what? Some great speed and very impressive mile in Clinton. So Grammy's Call is who, when I first looked at this on Thursday, when the entries came out, I went over everything with a fine-tooth comb, and Grammy's Call is definitely the one that I was looking at, and you know how you toss them back and forth, and you go, I don't know, but then it's like my gut feeling said, take a shot. Raced very well in Clinton, 57 in a piece. So that's what I'm taking is Grammy's Call. Doesn't have to leave, so can get away well from post 7, and I'm thinking that. Squadron Sealster and Scott Ray, of course. You know what do you say? Lindsay Kerr, she always has him ready to the track. And Squadron Sealster, you got Scotty in the bike right to the front. And so Squadron Sealster. So Grammy's Call is going to have to run down Squadron Sealster in this race to make things happen. So those are the first two I like in Pocket Monster. And definitely we'll need to have our best trip to beat these. But he's going to have to race very well to be part of it. So I'm liking the 7, 3, 6. And that 3 is going to be pushing the mile and could end up hanging on. So that's what I'm liking. Nathan, what are you thinking?
Well, Gary, we're looking at the same one, just kind of a different order. I put Squadron Sealster on top, goes for 3 in a row. Scott Ray back on board for Lindsay Kerr, and an easy winner by 9 open lengths. Last time out, and definitely made that look like an easy effort. Gets another inside spot, so you got to think this one's going to be pointed to the front. And Squadron Sealster's tough to beat. Once he's on the front, he's tough up there, so I think he'll be another wire-to-wire possibly. For second, I went to Pocket Monster. One that went easy from the inside spot. Gets Garrett Rooney back, although has to overcome post 6, so I don't think making the front will be as easy this time around. Then Grammy's Call from post 7. I think that this one, if this one didn't have the outside spot, I might have put him up closer, but you look back at Clinton in the Prospect Series, and Clinton, similar size track to here, finished second, 57-3. So definitely gets around the half-mile tracks very well. Just has to overcome the outside post 7 spot, but the right trip sets up. Grammy's Call could be right up there. Then for fourth, I went to Spare Time Serg, second best last time out. Had a tough trip on the outside, but this is a bit tough for last week, so I'll use him underneath in here. But I'll stick with Squadron Sealster. Good luck with your selections.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the racetrack parading in front of the grandstand horse and drivers for today's 9th race. Non-winners of $10,000, Fillies and Mares $12,500 or race lifetime. Non-winners of race last 5 hour allowed $2,000. They'll pace the mile for $4,800 exactor triactor late double wagering available. It was Ray Sealster, owned and trained by Doug Walters of Springfield. Jonathan Hahn on the bike. Scoring from post 2, ready yet? Andrea Leon of Maidstone is the owner. Bill Leon the trainer. And Nick Stewart drives. Squadron Sealster 3, Lindsay Kerr, Dave Dighton, Derek Romano, and Robert Sims Jr. are the partners. Lindsay Kerr, the trainer. Scotty Ray at the controls. Donnie Rankin will drive number 4, Spare Time Serg, for Dave Bain and Nathan Bain of Woodsley. Dave Bain, the trainer. Troy Cochran is the owner and trainer of 5, Cimarron Pat. Gets the driving services of Danny Clements. Pocket Monster 6. We've got Don Chuldas of Brussels. Daryl Vleeming is the trainer. And Garrett Rooney, the teamster. Andy Moore will guide number 7, Grammy's Call, for Marlene Marshall of Lucan. John Marshall is the trainer. And rounding out the field is 8, Silver Sandy, the trailer. Dan Mead of Rockwood is the owner. Rob Doyle, the trainer and driver. Folks, they go postward in just 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the 9th race. Exactor tractor wagering available, just 2 minutes.
We're still looking for a couple more names for our draws. Rob the Riviere, and Rob Henry. So Rob Henry and Rob the Riviere. If you can come to the promos table and receive your prizes. Thank you.
Less than a minute wagering time, less than a minute for the 7th race, less than 1.
Just like to mention from the 8th race, Re-Ride donated $50 to the winning connections of Lime into Coconut. So thank you to Re-Ride for their sponsorship here from the 8th race before.
The field for the 9th race in the hands of the starter. What is Ray Sealster, Jonathan, on to ready yet? Nick Stewart. 3 Squadron Sealster, Scott Ray. 4 Spare Time Surg, Donnie Rankin. 5 Cimarron Pat, Danny Clements. 6 Pocket Monster, Garrett Rooney. 7 Grammys Call, Eddie Moore. And 8 Silver Sandy and Rob Doyle. 9th race Pacers now on their way to the start. Here they come. Well, they go. Good start. Out for the early lead is Ray Sealster from along the pylons, also leaving well ready yet as they head through that first turn. Squadron Sealster starts up now as they head down the backside. It's Ray Sealster on top. Squadron Sealster on the outside trying to drive up and take over. Racing from third now is Ready Yet. In fourth, you've got Silver Sandy. Fifth on the outside, Grammy's Call as they move to that opening station. Clearing to the front is Squadron Sealster as they pass by the first quarter. Racing in second, Ray Sealster. In the third now is Ready Yet. Fourth cut to the outside of the racetrack, Grammy's Call. First quarter, 30-2. Then it's a Silver Sandy as they swing past the back tower on the move from the backfield. Now, as they roll off that back turn is Cimarron Bat. They come down to the half-mile station. Your pace setter is Squadron Sealster. Racing in second, Ray Sealster back for third now. As they come past the half-mile station is Cimarron Pat. Fourth in along the pylons is Ready Yet. Fifth now is Silver Sandy, half mile 101 and a 4. And then it's Grammy's Call as they pass by the paddock and head down the backside. All alone in front is Squadron Sealster as they battle on for second. And this one, it looks like Squadron Sealster looking strong on the front. In second is Ray Sealster as the backfield starts to bunch up. On top, though, Squadron Sealster rolls past that three-quarter pole. It's Squadron Sealster getting there in 1:31 and 2 as they go 29 and 3 in the backside with Squadron Sealster. And they turn for home. It's all Squadron Sealster. The battle on for place and show for this one. Squadron Sealster looking to make it 3 in a row here at Dresden Raceway. Scotty Ray and Squadron Sealster under the line drive. Squadron Sealster the winner. Ray Sealster hangs on for second. And in third, Cimarron Pat. Ladies and gentlemen, now trackside, the winner of the 9th race, number 3 Squadron Sealster, a 3-year-old big gelding by Sports Writer out of the Better's Delight mare, Shadow of My Mind. Lindsey Kerr, Dave Dighton, Derek Romano, and Rob Sims Jr. are all the partners. Lindsey Kerr is the trainer. Scotty Ray, the driver, for his second victory of the day. The driving double here at Dresden Raceway. Our guest on our pregame show today at Dresden Raceway, Scotty Ray, picking up a couple of wins. And Squadron Sealster, the big story, though, the big gelding picking up his 3rd win in a row here at Dresden Raceway at a time of 2 minutes and 3/5. The winner of the 9th race, number 3, Squadron Sealster. Ladies and gentlemen, the official mutual price is now for the 9th race. Squadron Sealster at $260, $290, $290. Race Sealster, $22.10, $11.10. And Cimarron Pat $8.90 to show. The 3-1 exactor paid $29.80. The 3-1-5 triactor $289.50. Rundown for the 9th race. 1 Ray Sealster was second. 2 Ready at 5th. 3 Squadron Sealster the winner. 4 Spare Time Surg was 7th. 5 Cimarron Pat 3rd. 6 Pocket Monster was 4th. 7 Grammys Call 6th, and 8 Silver Sandy finished 8th. Top down 251 73 468. Fractions 30 and 2 to the quarter. Half mile 101 and 4. 3/4 131 and 2. Time of the mile 2 minutes and 3/5. In the upcoming 10th race, there are no changes. The Mario's Pizza Plus Head for Home Stakes featuring Exactor, Triactor, and Superfecta wagering. They go postward in 11 minutes. 11 minutes for the 10th race.
Hey, racing fans, we've got wrapping up our draws for this afternoon. We got Jan the Riviere, and James Pellich, and Ron Peck. So Jan the Riviere, James Pellich, Ron Peck, and also half price hot dogs, hamburgers, sausages at the concession stand. So half price hot dogs, hamburgers, and sausages at the concession stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the announcer's booth, ready to go for race 10 selections. And in the 10th race, I'm liking Dixie Bayama. Dixie Bayama definitely had that tough break last week and still came home in 28 and a piece for Donnie Rankin. So Dixie Bayama is the one that I'm picking for this race. Post 3, and that 3-hole is so big here at Dresden Raceway. Second, I like 7, Shaking My Peaches, and Andy Moore just came home like a runner last week, was just flying, lights on, horn blowing, and so Shaking My Peaches I'm picking for second. And third, I like TJ Thunder, got a new stable, and TJ Thunder coming from Rito, coming from the 5/8 track, hasn't raced much on the half, but TJ Thunder is going to be one that's going to be definitely with Cam McQueen's going to have ready to go and set up to go here today at Dresden Raceway, looking for his 3rd victory as a trainer for Danny Clements. And so I'm liking the TJ Thunder. My long shot of the day, though, one to put on your ticket definitely is the 2-horse Kieran. It's just something about this horse. It's very consistent and has some good speed. I think Kieran's got a great post, great driver of Scotty Ray. So Kieran is somebody that you can put in and on your tickets and possibly in some boxes in case he jumps up and pays big on the ticket for the win. And what are you thinking, Nathan?
We're kind of looking at the same area. This is a tough race overall. So far, we've had some easier ones. And Dixie Bayama, I think, could be sitting on a win. Second 2 starts ago and finished 4th last time. Kind of expected more, but made a brief break at the start. So Dixie Bayama, I think if she can mind her manners, she could be tough in here and still bounce back to finish 4th in 201 and 2. And this is a field she might be able to be capable of beating, but we'll have to see. Then you look at like Shaking My Peaches, finishing 3rd, and this one can come home with some late kick. So post 7, not much of a concern as compared to other horses. We'll see a shaken Matt Peaches can get up in the exactor here. Then you've got TJ Thunder, first start for Cameron McQueen, as Gary mentioned. Not as used to the half mile, has been racing at the 5/8 Rito Carlton Oval, so post 6, but Dan Clements and Cameron McQueen, they've already teamed up for 2 wins this afternoon, so they could be shooting for 3 here with TJ Thunder. And last one I'll touch on, the 2, Kieran. Scott right now getting the call, and this one's not a huge bunch of early speed, but post 2 might be able to get a good beginning from the inside, and could be one to maybe even possibly use on your try. So 10th race up next, and don't forget, next Sunday, we will host one leg of the OLG Women's Driving Championship next Sunday here at Dresden Raceway. Leg 1 this upcoming Saturday at Hanover Raceway, then leg 2 here at Dresden next Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the racetrack, right in front of the grandstand, the field for the 10th race. Non-winners of $15,000, fillies and mares, $18,750 lifetime. With allowances, non-winners of the race last 5 are allowed $5,000. Some 15,000 claimers for non-winners of $20,000, fillies and mares $25 lifetime. Well, full race cam. Mark Williams in the bike for Bill Kirkpatrick of Amherstburg. Pam Loomis of Grosse Pointe. Kirkpatrick is the trainer. Kieran is 2. Joan Heock of Oshwegan is the owner. Albert Smith, the trainer. Scotty Ray in the bike. Dixie Bayama, 3. Donnie Rankin is the driver for Colleen LaMarche. Prometis Papadopoulos, Ben LaMarche is the trainer. Fine Credit is 4. Heather and Letitia Sawyer of Grand Bend. Ken Albrecht of Milverton are the owners. Heather Sawyer the trainer. Rob Doyle in the bike. 5 is Sports Bliss. Hank Lilly of Dutton is the owner-trainer. Garrett Rooney aboard. TJ Thunder is a 6. Cam McQueen of London is the owner and the trainer. Danny Clements gets the call. Andy Moore will drive 7. Shakin' My Peaches for Bill Moore of Sarnia. And Alamode Sealster. Rick Wade of Woodstock. Linda Grummett are the partners. Rick Wade is the trainer. And Braden Reibling in the bike. These are the horses and drivers for the 10th race. The Mario's Pizza Plus. Head for home base. Exactor Tractor Superfecta wagering is available, folks. They'll go postward in just 3 minutes. Just 3. Starters call the horses. It's post time now for the 10th race. Post time for race 10. Horse and drivers for the 10th race. Moving behind the gate. One is full race Cam, Mark Williams. 2, Kieran, Scotty Ray. 3, Dixie Bayama, Donnie Rankin. Fine Credit is 4, Rob Doyle. 5, Sports Bliss, Garrett Rooney. 6, TJ Thunder, Danny Clements. 7, Shaking My Peaches, Andy Moore. 8, Alamode Sealster, Braden Ribling. 10th race on their way to the start. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing. Scotty Ray hustles out of there with Kieran. They've got a handful as they head through that first turn on the outside of the racetrack. See TJ Thunder all up and rolling as well. As they head down the backside, it's TJ Thunder, your leader. In second is Kieran as they move down the backside. Third is full race Cam at the pylons, but 3 deep out there. They're still coming as they move down towards that opening station. It's TJ Thunder on top on the outside of the racetrack now. Fine Credit. And Dixie Bayama outside as well as they pass by the first quarter. It's Fine Credit clearing to the front. In second is TJ Thunder. Kieran races in third. In fourth, Dixie Bayama. 29-2 is that opening split. And the pace setter, Fine Credit for Rob Doyle. Racing in second as they come off that top turn is TJ Thunder. In third is Kieran as they come down to the half-mile station. Fourth on the outside, Dixie Bayama. And fifth is full race Cam at the pylons as they come to the half-mile marker. On top, the pace setter is, as they pass by, is Sports Bliss leading the way in 58-2. Sports Bliss is your leader as they head down the backside. Racing in a second is TJ Thunder. From a third is Kieran. Racing in fourth, full race Cam. Fifth, Dixie Bayama. 6 on the outside of the racetrack, getting some urging now. As they move down is the backside is Fine Credit as they pace down toward that three-quarter pole. On top, now taking over, is CJ Thunder. Racing in second is Kieran as they pass there in 1:29-1. It's TJ Thunder. Kieran is a second. Racing in third, Sports Bliss as they roll off that top turn. TJ Thunder and Danny Clements lead the way as they roll down for home. It's TJ Thunder. Kieran on the outside, but TJ Thunder is your leader. Kieran blasting on the outside. Kieran up to take it all. TJ Thunder is next. And there'll be a show photo for third between Shakin' My Peaches and Sports Bliss. Ladies and gentlemen, now trackside, the winner of the 10th race, number 2, Kieran. A 6-year-old bay horse by Art Major out of the Some Beach Somewhere mare. McVita Bella. Joan Henhock of Oshwegan is the owner. Albert Smith, the trainer. Scotty Ray, the driver, for his 3rd victory of the day in a driving triple. Razor, good job. Thanks a lot for coming on the pregame show as well, Scotty. Time of 1:58.3 for the winner. Just a tick off the lifetime mark for number 2, Kieran. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your mutual payouts for the 10th race. Kieran returns 640, 310, 240 across the board. Second was 6, TJ Thunder, 360, 250. 7, Shaken by Peaches, third, 250 to show. The 2-6 Exactor paid $33.70. The 2-6-7 Triactor paid $79.50. The $1 Superfecta, 2-6-7-5 paid $121.30. And the 20-cent Super paid $24.26. The pick 4 of 4 paid $64.85. The 20-cent pick 4 paid $12.97. And the late double, the 3-2 combination, paid $10.20. Rundown for the 10th race. Number 1, full race cam was 7th. The 2, Kieran, the winner. 3, Dixie Bayama, 5th. 4, Fine Credit, 6th. 5, Sports Bliss was 4th. 6, TJ Thunder, 2nd. 7, Shaken My Peaches, 3rd. And 8, Alamode Sealster finished 8th. Top down, 7-1-5, 6-4, 2-3-8. Fractions 29 and 2 to the quarter, half mile 58 and 2, 3/4 129 and 1, mile time 1:58 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here again at Dresden Raceway. As great day of racing, and folks, total handle today $47,060. Like to remind you that next week we have the Ontario Women's Driving Championship here as well, and including drivers such as Mary-Claude Auger, the returning champ Natasha Day, Mario Enberg, Pam Forgey, Samara Johnson, Maggie Jones, Britt Kennedy, Deb O'Brien Moran, and Julie Walker. They start at Hanover Raceway on Saturday, July 16th. They're here at Dresden Raceway July 17th. That's next Sunday. Grand River on August 12th. They're at Leamington Raceway September 25th. And the Raceway at Western Fair is Friday, October 14th. So that's the Ontario Women's Driving Championship, folks. We want to see you here for that. It's going to be a great day. We have Katie Hillier and Monique Vag will be doing commentary at Dresden Raceway from the tarmac. Folks, thanks for joining us today here at Dresden Raceway. Once again, our handle $47,060. We appreciate your patronage, and we wish you a safe drive home. Thank you.